Well, gang, it looks like we got another mystery on our hands. It seems like that everybody's now talking about the pyramids of Giza, the structures that were found. People are like, hey, it gotta be them aliens that made this. There is absolutely zero way. They are hiding the truth. We demand answers. I mean, the situation is amazing, though. Needless to say, we're gonna jump right into it. You do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video, guys. I post random stuff, and I absolutely mean it. I post random stuff, so there's no point in subscribing, okay? But feel free to share this video because, get this, videos are now getting censored. So we got two sides of the coin, right? One is believing it. The other side is not believing it. Understandably, and I respect that, we should ask more questions. Extraordinary claims requires extraordinary evidence, 110%. But why are they censoring? Let's jump right into it. Shout out to Yo Mikes. Roll it.
The Khafre Pyramid.
Wait for it.
It's not the Giza Pyramid. It's located in Giza in Egypt, but it's called the Khafre Pyramid. They found structures that were beneath the pyramid.
Oh,
There's
crap.
this MDPI study, which uses advanced synthetic aperture radar. Now, the scans revealed undiscovered chambers and complex underground structures hidden inside the pyramid. What they found was these spiral pillars and connecting rods.
I want to bring up this point. I mean, this is amazing, don't get me wrong, and I want this to be true because, yeah, man, normal is boring. I want this. Sounds interesting, right? Exactly my point. But here's the thing. Somebody, one of you mentioned in part 1 of this video that radars cannot detect structure 2 kilometers deep. And it does make sense, though. Unless there's new technology out right now that can actually do it, but that was something that somebody mentioned, and I think they have a point. But some people are also saying it's not the radar, it's the LiDAR, or some other term, which, yeah, right, so just wanted to point that out. But if this is real, oh my god,
Which is hinting at a unknown engineering technique, a lost technology.
This isn't actually anything confirmed yet. We don't even know if those structures are actually even there. This is all based on this synthetic aperture radar, SAR, which to my understanding is a satellite, which shoots this beam directly at the pyramid, and as that beam comes back, it measures it from different angles to see a 3D picture of what's happening underneath the
SAR Doppler tomography, not just SAR. Okay, so it seems like this is, yeah, I never heard of, I mean, I heard the SR-71 in Call of Duty, right? But that's different from this. So it gotta be like some different kind of technology.
pyramid.
For years, people have been fascinated by the pyramids of Egypt, and most scientists.
And this technology may perhaps be able to do what they're telling us, that it can search, and they found structures 2 kilometers deep. So I hope it's true, man. I really hope it's true, but wait for it.
Have come to the conclusion that these 150-meter hand-built stone pyramids are simply tombs. See, the reason why this is so amazing is because with what we know about the ancient Egyptians, something like this should just not be possible.
Briefly summarized, these findings allowed us to construct a 3D model of the entire complex. Radars enabled the 3D reconstruction of most of the objects inside the Pyramid of Khafre. The analysis of the structures above Belzoni's chamber are intensely colored spots which can be observed appearing in all tomographic images corresponding to the internal artificial structures.
Now, what's interesting is that none of the official research papers mention anything about the cylinders.
Yeah.
They don't mention any.
I mean, of course, man. Of course, bruh. Like, the official one, oh, forget about it. We demand answers. We demand answers. The public demand answers. We deserve to know the truth. We deserve to know the truth. We deserve to know the truth. Yo, man, yo, bro, like, I really hope they reveal us, they tell us the truth about the aliens and crap like that before our, yeah, I want to know about them aliens before I die, bro. It's insane. Do you guys believe that we're gonna ever find out the truth in our lifetime? I do believe it's possible, but I don't believe that we're gonna ever get the entire full truth, full disclosure. That's yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but partial truth, maybe half lies, half truth. I know we deserve full truth. I'm with you on this one, but let's be realistic about it.
Anything about the spirals that go around the pillars. It has everything to do with actually what's inside of the pyramid. And again, this is all unconfirmed stuff, so we don't really know what's going on.
Check this out. Shout out to the homie James and Jay Anderson. Let's get down to it, fellas. Roll it.
What has just been announced in relation to the pyramids at the Giza Plateau and the plateau itself is so incredible and narrative shattering that I have been sitting here for the last hour trying to wrap my head around the implications of what we were just told.
The implications of this, if real, are huge. There's a bunch of crazy theories that the pyramids were not built by humans.
No way.
That
there is zero way. You're telling me that humans back then were holding like those like stones on their head, like how ants would hold sugar cubes?
Bruh.
Hell nah. There is zero chance. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. There's no way, man. There's no way. Even with current day technology, modern day technology, we cannot make those pyramids the way they are made. We can make like a 1 feet tall pyramid, okay? But 150 or however tall meter, whatever the correct measurements are, we simply cannot. We simply cannot. And if the 2 kilometers deep structures are real, shit, man. Shit. That's insane. And I want this to be true because it's fascinating. It really is fascinating.
there's advanced and ancient technology that was used to build not only the pyramids but a bunch of ancient structures. And
described first by Christopher Dunn as a Crookes tube, perhaps an electrical bulb. And again, snake throughout every culture, from Asia through Africa, represents electricity, Kundalini energy. Here, it looks like it's what somebody said, a condenser, because it's working with electricity. And again, we're not talking wireless electricity, because it is plugged in. We have a creature here. We don't know what this creature is, but the important thing is what the texts say. This is a warning that this is a knowledge, a power that can be abused. So we say...
And if this structure, this massive structure under the pyramids are real, then this could change the entire history as we know it. So I decided to dig deeper into this, and I came across information that may suggest that this is all fake to push a narrative, to discredit researchers, and I came across videos, articles, and information.
It is very well possible that all of this is fake. I mean, Mama always said, do not believe everything you hear on the internet, son. I mean, it's true though, it's true. We always tell each other, people always put in the comment section, and while you're watching, I'm certain that some of you are like, it's fake. But you know what? I hope it's real. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I can read minds. Okay, maybe I'm an alien. Do not blow my cover. I'm joking, man. I'm not Homo sapien. Just a Homo sapien, guys. Just a Homo sapien, man. Got 2 hands. Yeah, 2 hands, 2 eyes.
Bruh.
Yeah, just got 2 hands. I just got 2 hands, 2 eyes, guys. You know, I'm just a Homo sapien, okay? But here's the thing. There are symbols, and we saw one symbol of a being holding 2 knives. Now, sure, it could be an Egyptian, but it does not look like an Egyptian. It looks more like those, you know, the ones that we heard, the 9 feet tall aliens, those twats. Yeah, it seems like that. Yeah, and I don't believe 5 feet tall, 4 feet tall. Okay, let's just say 6 feet tall Homo sapiens were able to hold them stones on their top of their head and made a motherfucking pyramid. Okay, that's just. Nah, bro, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that, man. It gotta be them 9 feet tall alien that were holding it, or not even holding it. They were just doing the Harry Potter crap, and they're like, okay, you gotta go there. That block of stone gotta go there. This there, that there, this there. Bam! You got a pyramid out there. Yeah.
Information that suggests that this could be real, that there's maybe something or more than just something underneath the Giza Plateau. But what is it? Now, there's a couple of strange things that I also came across. I found out that the entire topic is already being censored all over Reddit, where every post about the recent structures found beneath the pyramid are being deleted. I also found out that the community notes on Jay Anderson's post on Twitter, which has 10 million views, it has been removed. The community notes said that the information was fake, and now it's been completely removed. So let's start with the basic, and that's where it all begins on March 19th.
So it is real or is it fake? We demand answers. Yo, honestly, man, we need credible researchers going there. Not saying the guys that found it are not credible. I'm just saying as in we need... Yeah, what I'm gonna say is... It sounds silly, but because whatever they say, people are not gonna believe it, even myself included. What I was gonna say is that we need the government to actually... Yeah. I know, guys. I know. But if the government tells us, either people gonna believe it, or they're gonna like lies, misinformation, or people gonna be in the middle. Yeah, man, nobody trusts the government no more when it comes to crap like that, so yeah. We're cooked. I don't think we're gonna get legit information, so either you believe it or you don't believe it, or you're like, hey, I'm gonna treat it like an urban legend. It's simple as that. It's sad, but it'd be what it be. I want this to be true though, by the way.
With Project Unity on Twitter, and he says, groundbreaking findings on the Giza Pyramid complex could rewrite human history.
So this is pretty much breaking news because the new findings were announced on the 16th of March at a press conference held by the team who was studying the Great Pyramid of Giza with a non-invasive technology that was first developed by Filippo Bionde and Corrado Malanga, called synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography. So this was used to explore the internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And this method leverages the analysis of micro movements typically generated by background seismic activity to achieve a high resolution full 3D tomographic imagery of the pyramid's interior and subsurface components. The recent findings from deploying this technology are nothing short of mind-blowing, because what's been discovered is that there are huge structures coming down from the base of the pyramid deep into the bedrock. In fact, over 600 meters deep, which then connects to structures that extend up to 2 kilometers below the surface of the ground.
Crazy.
2 kilometers.
So at this point, there's a lot of people coming up with the craziest theories that maybe this is some sort of battery or some sort of harnessing system that the pyramids had to harness energy, or even an underground city of some sort.
Internal structures connected to the base of the pyramid and extending deep, deep down. This is what we know so far. Utilizing high-resolution radar images from Capella Space and Umbra, which are 2 private companies that specialize in satellite-based synthetic aperture radar imaging.
Umbra, yeah, private. Okay, so maybe it can.
Checks out.
Maybe it can detect stuff 2 kilometers deep. I mean, listen, if that is true, bro, can a brother get that technology? I'm gonna start doing my Uncharted runs in real life. Uncharted is a video game, by the way. It's a treasure hunting video game, so you know where I'm going with this one. Give me that technology so I can get a crew together and we can start like going on a worldwide trips and start scanning the entire planet, okay? And if we find any treasure, be taking it! Be taking it! Give us this technology! Give us this technology! Like the video, if we should get that. I mean, nah, man. If we get that technology, bro, oh man, it would be chaos everywhere. Everybody would be out with this technology, trying to scan like every which way to find them treasure, them gold and all that, diamonds, all that kind of crap. Yeah, it's over, bro. It's over after that.
Cutting edge space systems, from refined mission solutions to vast and class data. Okay.
SAR data.
There you go.
This has allowed researchers to create a 3D model of the internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now, this model has revealed a previously unknown chamber with 5 horizontal levels and a sloping roof, which in of itself is an architectural design unlike any previously documented in the Giza Pyramid. The most shocking discovery lies beneath the surface. Below ground level, radar tomography has identified vertical cylindrical structures extending for hundreds of meters beneath the pyramid. There are 8 of these cylindrical wells arranged in 2 parallel rows, descending to an astonishing depth of 648 meters.
So I did find the original file, and this is it.
Dang.
This is what we're talking about. This is the official press release by Corrado Malanga, Armando May, and Filippo Bionde, which a lot of people are categorizing this as fake, and others are saying that this is the real deal. But
I wouldn't say real, and I also wouldn't want to say fake either, because you never know. It's but I also don't want to 100% believe it, because what if it's real, and then it's like, what if it's fake too? So I don't know, man. It's hard to say without enough evidence. So it's like, yeah, we found them structures 2 kilometers deep. We found them structures. Show us them structures, homie. Show us them structures, right? Yeah.
We are going to find out. This is the Khufu project document, an abstract of the conference on March 16th. This SAR technology that was used to scan the pyramids, and apparently they found a bunch of chambers that were uncategorized before this scanning system was used, and these are the cylindrical structures that were found beneath the pyramid, as you can see.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
8 cylindrical structures identified in our tomography.
To a normal man, I mean, I get it. Like, this is how they're gonna find it, of course, because this is like, in simple English, it's X-ray off it, right? So I get it, but Yeah, I mean, damn, man. We want real pictures too, right? We want videos. We want everybody right now. We need everything right now on it.
Graphic images appear as vertical wells, hollow inside, surrounded by descending spiral pathways. Would you look at that? And this is the base of the pyramid, I guess. This is the extent. This is wild. Look at that. This is how long these cylindrical structures are. And I guess this is something that they found also. This is amazing. And what appears to be, I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like non-natural structures, as they state.
Yeah, like underground circuit.
Is this an entire city down there?
Even more intriguing, at the base of these structures are two massive cubic formations measuring approximately 80 meters in diameter. The tomographic data suggests that these are vertical wells with intricate spiral pathways. Now, this design not only implies a functional purpose, but also a level of sophisticated engineering that completely blows the dynastic Egyptian model out of the water.
So again, this stumbles across a theory that a lot of researchers and archaeologists have, including Brian Forrester, that the Egyptians did not build the pyramids.
We don't talk about much. We see this, the tunnel itself is all carved in the bedrock.
Right.
So imagine if we turned off this light now, we're not going to be even able to see our palms, right?
Shit, yeah.
Right. So imagine that you are actually doing this, the challenge of this work in the dark. What you're going to be using? A flame? There is no even markings of any of this in dark. And there are no openings in the ceiling.
Brother got
this
a point.
specific video uploaded by Brian Forrester 10 years ago, he goes over to Saqqara, Egypt, and in there he goes to the Serapeum.
I wonder what this guy thinks, if he actually heard about this, and if he's still with us. I wonder what he thinks about this discovery. Yeah, I would definitely love his opinion on it, because I think he's local, and he probably been through, pause. So, but what I'm trying to say is that probably been through the tunnels, pause again. Yeah, so he probably knows what he's talking about, right? I'd rather take his word than somebody that never been there, or you know what I mean?
Actually, he goes underground, the Serapeum. Now, the Serapeum in Egypt is an ancient underground burial complex near Saqqara, and it's supposedly dedicated to the sacred Api bulls. The lid of the tombs weigh approximately 100 tons, and they are located 12 meters underground inside the Serapeum. And there's this complex systems of tunnels carved into the bedrock. Thing is, things get really strange and well engineered inside the Serapeum. Let's just say too perfectly engineered.
To be other devices, I believe, in this place, which we can see that there is a carving in the wall to house something else. I believe it could be a false door, or what we know as the false door, which is another device that can possibly regulate frequency and sound.
There's also the fact that the lids itself weighs at least 50 tons each. We would need at least 2,000 men to drag these things down. How was that done in the dark? There are no markings on the walls of fire or anything.
I mean, 2,000 men in the dark. Pause, brother, first of all. And secondly, I mean, 2,000 men, they would constantly be like bumping the wall, pa, pa. Like they would be hitting each other, right? Like they would be like hitting the walls, this and that, pause. But like, you know what I mean, right? 2,000 men in dark. Say psych. Say psych. There's no way, bro. There's no way, man.
Any type of tool that they used to light up the place, and there's not enough space for them to drag these things down.
100%.
So how was it done? One of the theories that Brian Forrester and many other archaeologists have is that the Egyptians found the pyramids the way they were and added hieroglyphs and other things to rewrite history and make it look like they built it. And inside of the Serapeum, there are certain things that may actually prove such a thing.
It's like, you know, when you're in school, you're like, hey man, can a brother please, man? Yes, you can. And then you're like, okay, I did it. Yeah, I'm just gonna like, it was made up and they just put hieroglyphs on it, right? Called it theirs. Yeah, it's ours now. Shit. Nah, but honestly, man, it's a mystery though. Really, I don't think we're gonna ever find out the truth about it fully unless the government tells us. But even then, it's, if they come out and let's just say they say, yeah, all of this is really true, people are gonna be like, why now? Where were you before? Nah, we don't believe it. Gotta be Project Blue Balls, Project Blue Beam, this or the other. And if they come out and they deny all of it, you got people that would say, now, lies, the structures are real, aliens made it, the structures are real, UFOs go inside, they come out, I saw it with my eyes. You know, you're gonna have people not believe either. So yeah, I don't know how we can find out the genuine truth about it. If you have a way to find out the real truth about this, put it in the comments. I'm all ears. I wanna definitely know what you're thinking about it, or how you think it could be possible to find out the truth about it, because we're living in a day and age where it's super information spreads fast, but it's very, very hard to know what's real and what's fake.
Actually happened.
If they had the technology to be able to do the cutting, moving, shaping, and finishing of the box, then they would have had the capability of elegant and eloquent carving of the hieroglyphics, and that's not the case. So clearly what you're looking at, so you're looking at a super ancient series of these boxes, and later they were discovered by the dynastic Egyptians in situ, underground here, and the dynastic Egyptians carved the hieroglyphs on the surface.
Well, it really, Brian, doesn't require a professional to realize the difference between how sharp the cuts are and the surface is, and how crude the writings are. Because in cases like what we see over here, for example, this is a marking of a primitive tool that could not even create a straight line on the surface.
Right.
That's so clear. It doesn't require even a professional in machining to see the difference in these surfaces.
Yeah.
There's also the Sphinx in Egypt, where there's this crazy theory that there's an underground city of some sort underneath it, and it was supposedly accessed by certain people and archaeologists in the past through Shaft D. The shaft's entry is nowadays forbidden, and the access has been completely blocked, even though some people have tried to access it, and here's a video of such a thing happening.
The Sphinx has been the subject of fascination for centuries. People have climbed it, scanned it, and even dug tunnels into it. But most people are still left wondering, what is inside the Great Sphinx of Giza? There are several known shafts or passages, which lead directly inside. The first shaft, Shaft A, can be found on the head of the Sphinx. The hole measures approximately 5 feet square and nearly 6 feet deep. Today on the mouth of the hole is an iron trap door, blocking its entry. The next shaft is Shaft C. It sits on the back of the Sphinx, and it's a square shaft, which is said to lead to a dead end. However, the footage you'll see in a moment will disprove that entirely. And Shaft D is where it gets interesting. This shaft goes much deeper. It appears that once inside, at least the back of the Sphinx is in fact hollow. But again, this shaft appears to hit a dead end.
And here's the video by Dieselbunk Cummings 3 years ago of them actually going inside this Shaft D, which supposedly leads to a hollow part of the Sphinx that, again, supposedly leads to this underground massive space underneath it.
Holy crap, okay.
Alright, found some more iron staining here on the ground. So there was definitely water in this enclosure at one point.
Yeah. Oh, they're going in. Pause.
This is them going into Shaft D.
What do you see, Adrian?
Please, please. Please, brother, please. I love the accent. I love the accent.
What do you see, Adrian?
Russian, Arabic, Hindi, Chinese, Jamaican. Bumbleclad, brother. Gotta be my favorite accents. I love it. I love it. Please, brother, please. Please.
Yeah, it's been blocked. Look at that.
Please.
Okay, so that's the dead end. Here we are under the Sphinx. In one of the forbidden holes.
In video game terms, it seems like that the map is still loading. You know, the map is still loading. It's like a GTA map where you gotta do some missions before that door or that area would be unblocked. In, I guess, our case, we need the government telling us the truth, or we find out the truth and then they would unblock the area and then we go inside to find it. I guess that's how it is, right? But till that day ever happens, I don't think that area would be unblocked. Or maybe it's for protection. You never know. Maybe you fall inside and you die, right? So
what's really weird is that both entrances to these shafts have been completely blocked. It's not a dead end. Someone decided to block them for whatever reason.
Okay.
So it might just be that this new find by Filippo Biondi of these underground structures in the Giza Plateau maybe are not that far-fetched.
This is not all. This is the beginning of it.
And this is something we already covered. But did you see this video that is going around? Apparently a man claimed that he recorded an alien running around in a forest, and this video generated almost 500,000 views. Check out this video on the screen and I'll see you right there. And there are also a lot of other clips in this video too, but check it out.